Hello guys, good morning everybody. This is KEL and today is the 31st of July 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. Hi guys, I'm still in Vietnam. I'm in this place called Da Nang. It's a very, very nice place. This is like the IFC, the Raffles place of Singapore. All right, so I'm here today. I'm still going to do here giving classes and stuff like that. And tomorrow I will be going down to Ho Chi Minh. All right, so and keep on moving and moving and moving. All right, guys. Definitely recently, I think what happened is that I showed a video screenshot of our crazy AI, and immediately it went crazy. More than 13,000 people wanted to try it across Southeast Asia. My goodness, right? This is crazy. So this is how and what is going on right now. Once we able to launch a crazy AI bot, all right, which probably will come out in the later part of August or early September. Oh my God, that is where it will go crazy. And of course, we do know that what we have, we do know that what we are doing today, and that's why, guys, I want you guys to really support CRAZII as much as you can, because CRAZII is definitely the next most powerful trading model. All right, disclaimer apply as usual. Please do your risk management. It's very, very important to do that. Okay, so without that, let's just look at the news. There's something very interesting for news today. I'll share with you. All right, guys, stock market rebounded pretty strongly after the Federal Reserve sell-off, right? The Nasdaq loss was down 6 days in a row. Yesterday, we have a superb recovery. Now, this is always expected. When the market is pressed too heavy, too much, it will always rebound. And of course, it happened yesterday. Now, normally it happened on Friday, but then yesterday it began to go first. Okay. So what was the biggest news is that yesterday SK Hynix and Samsung shares surged by 20% as the market started to buy back all the beaten down shares. Okay, it's a very sharp rally yesterday. I think let me have the numbers here. Okay, here we go. All right, we have the Nasdaq up by 2.8%. That's a lot more than 500 points. The Dow Jones surged 613 points while losing 1,100 points the previous day. All right, so the main thing is this led Paul Sanbrena. All right, this is the AI investor that got into serious trouble. I'll come to that later. Okay, and Microsoft shares up by 16% after reporting growth from its Azure business. And of course, we have the ETF rebounding by 8%, Micron Technology 18%, Advanced Micro Device up by 13%. So it's a really crazy recovery yesterday on the Nasdaq, and which I warned yesterday to be very careful on the Nasdaq. It could drop, but if the market finds support in an area, it will rebound. I'll show that later. But interestingly, in contrast, Meta Facebook platform was down by 8% after issuing a soft revenue forecast and a 91% drop in the second quarter free cash flow. That means that they are spending a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so apparently itself, what happened is that the Dow was down at 1,100 point, and then the yields spike up, right? So all this was mentioned yesterday. So what is the crazy news yesterday? Let me tell you now. Now, AI investor Liport, right? These guys, they are the main guys who buy a lot of AI stocks, and they made a lot of money for some time. But yesterday, they were forced to unwind all their public stock position. In short, they burst their account. Why? Because they went for 4 times leverage, and the market went up by 30%. So obviously, they get wiped out. So the thing is this, according to people familiar with the matter, all right, Kevin Griffin Citadel hedge fund reached a deal to buy the stock. Now, very interesting. I'll tell you why I say that, okay? So it's a situational awareness whereby it grew as big as 45 billion at one point. Then basically because of the AI sell-off, their share like SK Hynix went down pretty badly, right? So they got into a very big losses. And then what happened? Okay, the fund basically went into liquidation, and then after that, the share basically got sold off, and someone called Citadel came in to buy the share. Now, from one angle, it looked like the Citadel is doing a very good job helping people, doing all this thing. But very interesting is that if you notice this, Citadel was the same group of people who called for the rate hike, which I mentioned yesterday, that they call for a rate hike before the Fed FOMC meeting. But we all know that the fact is that there's no rate hike, during the meeting. So because of that, it basically gave a pressure into the market. And that's why you see yesterday, SK Hynix, Samsung, all the AI share plunged like crazy the day before. All right. And of course, then when that happened, this particular fund exploded. So after that, very interesting. The same group of people coming down and tell you that, okay, you know what, your shares in big trouble. Let me buy it from you at a very low price. You got my point now? Very, very interesting. Okay. So all this sort of thing basically has its reason for it. All right. To me itself, it's pretty clear that somehow there's the wrong is obviously on in this group of young men who basically go over leverage. But of course, if you look at it from another angle, it's pretty sure that they probably was on the chopping board and everybody was eyeing for them because they go over leverage. And when people do the mathematics that if you buy so many shares multiplied by leverage, then if I push share down by 30%, you're gonna get cooked. And then I can buy cheap from you. Got an idea? Right. For those who understand what I just said, press number 1. If no idea what I just said, press number 2. Okay. For those who have understanding of what I just said, press number 1. Those who don't understand what's going on, press number 2. All right. Thank you. Okay, all right. Now, regardless whether you understand or not, it's not important. It's just that I can always tell you this. This is how dirty the financial market can be. It looks very pretty, it looks very safe, look very healthy, it looks like it's a good game. But if you actually goes into the market, it is get very, very, very scary. All right. So let's look at gold today. The gold today is 4105. That is the opening price for today. And now it's trading below OP. Okay. Now, guys, I personally is selling gold. Let me explain to you why. First of all, gold is going up. That is fair. But if you look carefully, the KSI has been staying red. Now, this is not a usual pattern. This is what we call a elephant trade setup. Okay, an elephant trade setup whereby price goes up and KSI stay red. And very interestingly, you see the KSI is actually improving the length of the red KSI. This is actually a very strong sell signal. But it must come together with OP, right? And now the market is below OP, so that's why I'm selling gold right now, okay? And the next thing I'm looking at is that the MLP, we must stay above the MLP for today. Now, today, the MLP 4085 is going to be a very, very, very important level. The market has to stay above 4085. If the gold breaks below 4085, there will be significant selling. So take note of what I just said. Now, the thing is this, why am I bearish against gold? Now, it's very clear that although the FOMC meeting, there was no rate changes on Wednesday, but you cannot deny that there's a very high chance there will be a rate hike in September. Now, of course, you say, but KL, September is like so far away. And this is just, no, it's just July. And this is just like end of July with the entire August. Now, do understand this. The market do not wait until it happened to react. The market always react before it happened. Got it? So now the thing is this, I suspect that the gold price is being pulled up because we see that the crude oil price came off. But you must understand that this weekend, there's a very high chance that Donald Trump may again motivate, do something crazy because he loved doing this during the weekend. Okay, it gives a lot of volatility to the market, it gives a lot of liquidity to the market, and most important, it basically surprised people, and that is what Donald Trump loved, enjoy. So I suspect that this weekend, Donald Trump, as usual, will come in to stir something in the market to basically give a hoo-ha, and then the gold price will get affected again. Okay, got my point? So this is my personal view on what I suspect that will happen this weekend. Okay, I suspect, not 100%. So the next thing is this, I want to let you know is that the MA30 is very important. This is the number that I'm looking for. 4068. Now, those people who are with me in this Da Nang, I told them that this 4068 is a very, very critical level for gold. Now, if gold can stay above 4068, for people who still believe in buying, you can buy around there to buy. But the same thing, if the market breaks below 4068, then there could be a real sell-off, because this is the moving average that the market is holding on dearly, right? So this is very, very important. Now, what if gold break 4068? Then what will really happen? Now, I can almost tell you this, my friend, that I'm very confident that if gold break 4068 without any form of support, there's a very high chance gold is going to go down all the way to the KCB, which is 4027, because the KCL 4028 is just stacked around there. So which means that 4028, okay, this is fat. 4028 will be a very important 4028 is going to be a very important support level that the market is going to go after. Okay, so I repeat myself one more time. If gold do break below 4068 and stay below it, there's a very, very high chance that gold will go down to 4028. Okay, all clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now. All right. Now, this is something that I want to share you. I am always there to share things with you. My job, I never once keep to myself. I think that it's important for us to share things. And of course, end of the day, your success is my success. Okay. If you do well in trading, I'm happy for you. Okay. Right. That's the thing about that. Let me just take a picture of this myself, and I will send it out to everyone later. Okay, just send it to my guys. Okay, just hang on. Okay, Farid, wait for me to send you the caption after the Zoom. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that is the gold day chart. Let's go to the 5-minute chart and see what is happening on the 5-minute. Now, again, I repeat, it is very rare to see a market recovery on a Thursday, because that is a very dangerous thing to do, because if you recover on Thursday and then Friday is an open day, and then the weekend coming in with Donald Trump being so insane with his war thingy with Iran, I kind of suspect that today market may pull back. Okay, so that's my personal view. I may be wrong, but let me just share with you my view here. Okay. Now, I'm speaking right now, gold is coming down. You can see gold is indeed coming down as I'm speaking to you. So for those who just joined us, you can see that gold is coming down. All right. Okay. Okay, my screen is a bit slowed down already. So please check your own trades before you follow my numbers. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at gold. Okay, gold is there. Okay, so gold is having a K trend. Can you see? There is a K trend here, whereby KT, yeah, make a short form KT. All right, KT is a sell signal here, and there is a diamond line, very beautiful diamond line, and the trade is below OP, so voila, everything is in line. It's a K trend, it's below diamond line. The KSI is obviously red, and of course, the bonus is that the market is below OP, right? So below OP is always a sell. So it's a big bonus here. So I suspect that we're going to see the first TP at about 4089, but we don't put that. We put 4091. Okay, put 4091 will be a good level to take your profit. 4091. Now, why 4091 and not anything higher, right? It's because the KCB, as you can see, the KCB, the KTR is 4089, and the next big number is 4090. But then to be very, very safe, 4091 will be very good. All right. So if you want, you can follow me to do this right now. Okay. Let me do a video on this. Okay, we're calling for sell on gold, and because the gold is now trading below the OP, it's a diamond line, there is a K trend, and the target is 4091. All right, we have now more than 64 people online. judge are hearing me live from Vietnam. Stuff going on. Okay, cool. This is on go. Yeah. All right. So it's a promotional video. All right. So take care of this, guys. We'll come back to this later. Okay. All right. The next market we look at will be the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq, followed by Bitcoin. There'll be the 3-4 markets I'm looking at. Okay. I'll do oil later. All right. Someone requested oil. Okay. Let's look at the Dow Jones. So the Dow Jones now is, you must understand, the Dow Jones collapsed 1,100 points a couple of days ago. So that's why it's very normal for the market to recover. And today, let's take a look. Now, today, the Dow Jones is very interesting. You can see that immediately. All right, let me just confirm with my diamond. Okay. Now, what you see, guys, is that today we have a 4 diamond over here. And that's why next day, the market open, sell down. Okay, pretty cool. All right, now the thing is this. Today, the opening price is 52,243, and it's above the MA 52,266. So this is a very strong buy signal because it's above the pivot 1. So above OP, above MA30, above pivot 1, very strong buy. So that's why now it's a buy on the Dow Jones. But there's something you must take note. The KSI is red. Interesting. The KSI is red. So you can still buy, but your quantity just need to reduce. Okay, you can still buy, but quantity reduce. And then the next crazy part is this. Okay, as long as the market stays above OP and above pivot 1, no problem. You can stay by. But if the market do break below OP, break below pivot, break below MA30, oh my God, that means that you have a pivot reversal, you have a pivot rejection, and when the market breaks below pivot and combined with the MA30, this is going to sell. So my view is this, okay? Let me just share my view right now. If the Dow continue to go up, we can see the Dow going all the way to the KCB at 52,711, okay? So for those who want to buy some Dow Jones, you can buy now, and then but don't buy too big and aim at 52,711. But on the flip side, if the market breaks below OP, then there's a very high chance the market will come down to the MLP at 51,939. But if things get worse, the market may pull back all the way, giving back all the gains that they had earlier, all the way down to 51,531. Now, with whatever's happening right now, it's kind of tough to expect the Dow Jones to come down, right? Because it seems like, some of the earnings are pretty good. But the thing is this, like I say, I'm very uncomfortable with the way what is happening now in the FOMC meeting. It's very clear that the sides are divided. It's very clear that there's a very high chance of rate hike coming in next in September. So to me, it's right. This buying is just temporary. As a matter of fact, I feel that this is going to be a worse one. If this guy turns red today, we will have a zebra, yellow, red, yellow, red. So that's not a good sign. Okay, if the market do turn red candle today, it will be a zebra formation on the Dow Jones. And usually when you see zebra, means that there'll be a very big movement coming in. Okay. All right, guys. So that is my view on the Dow Jones. Let us see and how it goes by the end of the day. It's still too early to call. All right. Next one we have is the NASDAQ. Okay. Hold on a minute. Trying to pull the data over. Now, for those who are in Ho Chi Minh, guys, I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. I believe this is going to be the biggest class for elite program this weekend. So I really want all of you to come in for that as well, because I really want to concentrate in trading in the next few months. I have really limited time. I'm pretty scheduled, right? My whole entire August is full up. There's no time for myself. I'm crazy. Okay, hold on a minute. There's some data issue. Now, guys, when you see this, when you see that the green and red KSI comes together, right, like stacked together, that means there's a data issue. You need to do one thing. You need to do one thing is to change the time frame between the 5-minute and the day chart, or any 5-minute with the 15-minute chart. Doesn't matter which one you're using more often. You need to do that. You need to change the data. Then wait for a while. Don't do anything first. Then after that, when you see the data switch over to different time frame, then you go back in again. Because when you see the KSI actually doing this, where red, green, or green, red, it represents that there's some data issue, because during Mrs. Internet right now. Maybe the data is a bit collided. Yeah. Okay, so we get it now. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. So what we have is a very interesting strategic thingy to watch out for. Okay, why? Now, yesterday we saw an incredible rally. Okay, the market recovered on the NASDAQ. So when it opened in the morning, it covered the KCB perfectly. Beautiful, right? Then it covered the second KCB. Beautiful, right? So by right, it's going to cover the third KCB today, and it's coming in. Okay. So now everybody, now take a look. The KCB has been done. That's why the KCB now shifted on top. So what you need to do is this, everybody, do me a favor, do this. Okay, take a line and click it on here. So if the market now has touched the KCB, that is here, oops, that is here, and now it's touching here, and it doesn't go any higher. Now let's say we do a hypothesis, okay? If the market really touches KCB, it doesn't go up anymore. This could be the temporary resistance, okay? And then number two, take note, there is a KCL here at 28189, right? That's a KCL over here. Now, if the market stay above OP and continue to go higher, we will see 28,494. But if you look carefully, this is a K trend in the making. All right. So which means that if the market today reverse from yellow to red later, this means the K trend will resume. The only thing is that the KSI is very strong right now. It doesn't seem to be like a K trend reversal, but again, we just need to remember. Now, if the market pulls it down, candle turn to red, this is going to come down fast. All right, it's going to come down fast, and it will likely be coming down to where we started off earlier this week. Okay, so I repeat myself. Now it's still so good. It's still a buy, no problem. Just that there's a KCB here that is already used. You can use it as a form of resistance now. Second, there's a KCL here at 28189. And of course, you have the upside, which is the pivot one. But the only thing that's pressuring the market down is the MA30 that is at 28754. Okay, so traders do take note. Okay, all these numbers, you just put it down on hand and then prepare yourself for trading. Okay, all right, this is all information that we have you in advance. All right, gold is lowering now. It's for 4091. For those who have, if you listen to me, you may want to take some profit along the way. But if you insist to put at 4089, I mean, the choice is yours. You are the trader, right? Okay. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin before we end the session with the oil market. Yeah. Okay. Now Bitcoin is actually a bit of sideways movement. Bitcoin's kind of lost. Well, we have a strong recovery yesterday. That's for sure because of the Nasdaq. Now we have a 4 diamond over here. So by right, you should have a line this here. Okay, the diamond line, which actually is also the KCL for today. So as long as the market stay above KCL, the Bitcoin is going to go up. But same thing, if the market turns red, and you will notice again, yes, this is a K trend. And this time it comes with a diamond line compared to the NASDAQ. This one got diamond line. And compared with the NASDAQ, this guy got KCL. So this is going to be interesting. If the Bitcoin pulls below OP, the MA30, 64,439 has to hold water. If it doesn't hold, then the selling will come in, and if the Bitcoin comes selling, then very high chance the Nasdaq will follow. Yeah, so take note of that. Very, very important. Okay, the last one will be for the oil market. Before we end the session, I need to catch my flight later. All right, let's go. Oil market. Okay, last one. Okay, oil is very interesting. That's why I want you to take a look. You notice this? This is yellow, this is red, this is yellow, and this is red. Now, of course, you should know that I can see the colors. No, what I'm trying to explain to you is this. This is a zebra formation. Yellow, red, or red, yellow is a zebra formation. When zebra formation happens, there's a very high chance the market is either going to go to the sky or sell down all the way. Now, if you sell down, it'll go back to $73 again. If it goes up, it go back to $95. Oh my God. Okay. Let me just double check. This is 93. Should be 93. Yeah, hold on a minute. Should be about 90. 90. Wait a minute. I think 95, right? Yes, hang on, yeah. Okay. Okay, my internet slowed down quite a fair bit already. Hold on. Okay, 92.45. Okay, 92. Okay, so I repeat, if gold choose one side to go up, it will go up to 92. If we choose to go down, it will be 73. So it's about $10 upside for both sides, $10 downside too. So guys, traders, take note of this. So what can happen, like I said to you, right? So based on what I've seen on gold right now and everything, it's a very high chance that the market is trying to tell you that choose one side. Okay, so follow the OP and follow the OP closely. If the market choose to stay above OP, it's a buy. Just follow in to buy and let it run. Go as high as 92. But if the market stay below OP and sell, then let it run, going down to as low as 73. Now the KSI is red, so the market is seemingly looking to sell because you can see the market is going up over here, but the KSI stay red. Now, vice versa, if the market is going up, the KSI is red, and the market do pull down, the selling will kick in. But on the same side, if the market is going up, but KSI is red, and suddenly if turn green color, the buying will push it up very fast. So guys, watch out for crude oil. This will be a big movement either today or Monday. Oil will move big. All right, guys, that will be all for today's sharing. I hope you enjoy the session. Now, end of the day is this, guys. This weekend, definitely, I don't think it will be so simple. I felt that Donald Trump has been pretty quiet the last 2 days. It's not usual him. And usually this guy, he has a lot of things to do. And I say again, it's very rare to see a recovery on a Thursday. Normally, it's on a Friday. So this is something that is suspicious, and you need to be careful of that. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Take care. I'll see you guys on Monday. Okay, bye bye.